Hello, hello. Hola, hola. We are buenas, good. Well, yeah. Hola, Elizabeth. We started a few minutes earlier. You know, I'm always ready. So guys, you never have to wait for me. Okay? I'm always ready, ahead of time, always prepare. So we have a very interesting lecture for today. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Instagram. And we are here taping the lecture for today in my YouTube channel, Dr. Josefina. So today we do it English because I didn't do it on Thursday. Too many things happen. Too many things happening. So sometimes I have to move the time. This chance, this moment, catch your life. Oh, great. Thank you so much for joining, Ima. So I'm going to wait a few seconds. So I hope you have your water, tea, coffee. Thank you, Los. De color le queda espectacular. Gracias, mis cielos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. I agree. It's a great color. Okay. Today, I'm going to be basing our conversation on my latest InBody test. So for those of you that don't know what InBody test is, this is a test that you can do to measure your body fat and your muscle mass. And especially when you are training, you want to find out how is your progress. I mean, if you're investing energy, time, and money in some kind of activity, well, you have to find out, okay, how is this benefiting me? Am I getting the results you want? One of the greatest way to find out if you're getting the results you want is by doing this test. This is the InBody test, but that doesn't mean that this is the only test that you can do. You can do other different tests. You can do the one with that they pinch your skin with a caliper. You can do that. I did that today with one of my coaches, with Chris. So Chris will measure, they pinch and they measure your body fat. You can do it through the InBody. You can do it. So in every gym, they probably have some way to measure the body fat and their customers. So I hope every gym has one way. So it doesn't mean, what I'm trying to say is, not necessarily you have to do the InBody, but this is one of my favorite ones. You can do any kind of test that will inform you about your progress and what kind of changes you need to make, if you need to make any changes, or if you can continue doing exactly what you're doing. Don't change anything until the time for change comes. So why it's so important? One of the things with the InBody is that you will get your muscle mass. One of the big things that this test measures is your muscle mass. In my last, in May 5th, when I did my test, my muscle mass was 56.4. I did this test Monday, this week on Monday, and my muscle mass increased from 56.4 of lean muscle mass to 58.9, almost 3 pounds of lean muscle mass. Of course, this is very, very exciting because this is exactly what you want. You want to continue to increase your muscle mass, and you want your body fat to go lower. So my body fat in May 5th was 17%. When I did the test on Monday, it went down to 16%. So this is exactly the way you want the numbers to go. You increase your muscle mass, you diminish your body fat. So what is so the question will be, what is the significance of that? What is the significance to having a good muscle mass, that you are increasing your muscle mass and you lowering your body fat? Number one, is one of the best ways for you to get younger every single year is by increasing your muscle mass, by increasing your muscle mass, because when you increase your muscle mass, your biological age is going to be better than your chronological age. And let's stop for a minute and do these two concepts. What is your chronological age? My chronological age is the year I was born. I was born April 16, 1946. That is my chronological age. There is nothing I can do about my chronological age, period. Okay? I cannot change the time I was born. But for sure, I know that I was born for such a time as this. It's an amazing time to be alive. What is your biological age? Your biological age is about the quality of life that you live. If you are a person in your 70s and you exercise and train every day, and you have energy and you have vitality, and you're still having goals and achieving goals and being successful in your life, not successful by the definition of the world, but success by your own personal definition, being, because the world we have the definition of success, but also you should have your own definition of success. So your biological age is how healthy you feel. So you remember, you cannot do anything about your chronological age, the time you were born, but you can change your chronological age by working in your biological age, because what's going to determine how healthy you are is not your chronological age, it's your biological age. So we should be training and exercising every day. We should be resting every day. We should be eating properly every single day, because by changing your lifestyle, your biological age is gonna be a person that in your 30s. Let me put it this way: you have somebody at 30 years old, or even 20 years old, 40 years old, and they feel old. They feel like somebody in their 90s, 80s, and you see it. You probably have experience that you see somebody who is in their 20s or 30, and they don't have energy, and they don't have goals, and they're always exhausted, and they're overweight, and they don't train, and so on. So that person might be chronological age, might be 30 or 40 or 20, but biological age is the person of 90, 80, 70 years, all 70 years old. Okay? So what the point is that in the future, and I'm going to project this, in the future, people are not going to be asking you, what is your age? How old are you? The question will be, and this is in a near future, is what is your chronological age? Instead of what is your chronological age, the question will be, what is your biological age? Because what counts is your biological age. Your chronological age has no effect in nothing. How old you are doesn't determine anything. What's going to determine everything is your biological age. How healthy you feel. How is your mobility? What is your attitude about life? What is your spiritual vitality? What are your goals? What is the purpose? You have meaning in life. Have you found the meaning? And that meaning and your goals are constantly changing. You're constantly moving forward because you're using your cognitive power. And a lot of those things you're gonna be finding as well in my book number 2, my book 1, 2, and all my books, you're gonna be finding about this vitality, about chronological age against your chronological age and your biological age. So the age that you should be counting on, the age that should be important to you is your biological age. Now, we know that you can age very quickly, okay? And how do you age quickly? You accelerate the aging process by not taking care of yourself. When you're the type of person who has a lousy nutrition, somebody who constantly poisoning yourself with negative food, with food that are not made for your body. So one of the things that is going to be affecting your biological age is your nutrition. Another factor that is 100% important is your exercising. One of the things that you should do every single day is to exercise and train every day for vitality and balance. So you exercise and you train every day for vitality and balance, because what's going to keep you young is the amount of exercise you do every single day. And one of the ways to increase your muscle mass, that when you do your testing, and you're going to be finding out that your muscle mass is going up instead of down, then you're going to find out that it's going to give you the mobility, independence. You're going to be agile. You're going to be somebody who can depend on you. So if you do the opposite, if you don't take care of your muscle mass, then what are the consequences of not working in your physical body with respect and of increasing your muscle mass? Number one, you lose your balance. Number two, you're going to be depending on somebody else. Number three, you're going to be using a walker, a cane, or a wheelchair to, to do the thing that you want to do. Or you're going to be in bed all day long. Another consequence of that is that you're going to be taking medication every single day. Or your only social life is going to the doctors every single day. So some people, their social life, and I say this because I heard people talking that the only social life that they have is going to the doctors. And that is not living. That is not life. And that you can prevent. You can prevent premature aging. But you know what? You have to make the choice. You have to decide deep in your mind that this change, this biological change has to start within, has to start with your attitude of mind. You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice, like the beautiful book that part of the cure is to Part of the cure is to want it to be cured. You have to want it. You have to want to really live life in a different perspective. Because of what? Because you become socially stupid. What happened is the level of stupidity is so high that you don't do any critical thinking anymore because you're following everybody. Everybody is doing this diet. Everybody is doing that diet. Everybody is taking this drink because you stop completely doing your own thinking, your own reasoning, your own reality. Let me give you an example of that. When I started bodybuilding, we as social beings, and I'm jumping a little bit, as social beings, we are part of society, and we emulate what we see in our environment. Of course, I'm new at bodybuilding, and if the bodybuilders, everybody took supplements. Everybody take this supplement. I'm not going to mention any supplement because I don't want anybody to send me emails or calling me or saying I'm bad mouthing anyone, because that's not my business. But what happened is I see everybody taking the supplements, so I have to take it too. Because why? Because we like to do what everybody else is doing. Okay, I accept we can go that far. I can go that far. That, okay, let me try this. Especially when I'm new, when I have no clue about what bodybuilding is all about, or supplements, and why taking the supplements and everything like that. So in my experience, every time I took the supplements, what happened? I got a stomach ache. I got inflammation. My stomach hurt. I had to walk like this. It was horrific. And I'm thinking, wow, this is supposed to help me. That was one side effect. The other side effect was I didn't go to the gym, and I was wow. I had energy and I had an amazing workout. I didn't feel any difference. I had felt no difference. So number one, I didn't see any increase in my energy level when I was taking supplements. And number two, I have physical consequences. I have physical pain, uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable with inflammation, bloated. So okay, that you can go that far, but then now you have this experience, so you have to have critical thinking. You say you have to decide this is not good for me, because as everybody else is doing it, I tried it, it doesn't work for me. No, I don't have to keep taking it because everybody is taking it. And that's where you draw the line. That's where I draw the line. I can see people preaching and this and doing this and doing that. But if I don't feel I can trust that person that I'm watching, whether it was on TV, because I don't watch TV anymore, it was on TV or somebody talking about that person or somebody sent me a video, and I didn't have the feeling that I can trust that person or what that person was saying resonated with me, even though it was talking about God and the Bible and all that kind of stuff. And and I felt a sense of I don't think so. Stay with your gut feeling. Every time I done that, then years later on, it comes out that the guy was a pervert, that the person was a fake, that the person wasn't exactly what he was preaching or what he was saying. So you have to be extremely careful, and don't go at the level of stupidity, going because you're going with everybody else, because everybody else believe in this person. Oh, I go with this person, and although in your guts you are feeling, because you have a system within you that it tells you that your intuition, your spirit, your sixth sense, your gut feeling, whatever, and no matter how the Holy Spirit within you, the God within you, the godliness within you, the divinity within you, with the divine energy. Trust that. Trust that. Every time that I trust that, years ago, I felt, we had a Hurricane Katrina, and I saw this person on TV, and I was following that person in Katrina, and that person on TV made a comment and behaved in such a way that it wasn't godly. And I didn't know why I didn't like that person. And then the behavior comes out. Okay, so the point is that because everybody else is doing, you don't have to conform to everybody else. Because everybody else is doing it, you don't have to do it. You have to do your own thinking. You have to understand that sometimes socialization can be very damaging for you, because when you socialize, you conform to the expectation of other people. And when you go through your life, living life based on the values and expectation of other people, you are damaging your honor. You are not really, what is the word I'm looking for? Um, you sort of lose yourself in this nightmare of conformity, that you conform to everybody else. So you have to stop that and have your own original thought. Because let me tell you something, your original thought might sound weird for everybody else, but stay with the weirdness of your thought, because your thought are not gonna align to you. What happens is, as you continue living life based on social expectations of what the society expects for you, you become dumb. A lot of times, socialization makes you dumb. Why? Because you are not acting in your original thoughts. You are copying and repeating things from everybody else. Okay? So be original. And one of the reasons I'm very successful in my bodybuilding is not because I'm the biggest one, and not because I have the most, products to promote, because I don't promote any products, because I don't take any. But you know why? Because I made a choice to honor myself, to honor my uniqueness. I'm Latina. I'm from Venezuela. I wasn't raised with rock and roll or country music or jazz or soul music. I was raised with Latin music, and I felt that it was being a hypocrite, doing my routine or my poses at night or in the morning, doing rock and roll, when I wasn't raised in rock and roll. So what you see me doing when I do my competition is salsa, merengue. Esa soy yo. That is my nature. I'm a Latina person, so I'm not gonna be faking with rock and roll, something that it doesn't resonate with me. And because I decided to honor myself, I'm the only one who was doing it. I probably sometimes in some competition I hear some Latin music now, but it wasn't popular at all, to the point that I will ask the judges, shall I change anything? Because you want to conform to the rules of society. Because you society. I'm not saying society. We need socialization is good for your happiness. It's very important, but you have to draw a line in which I'm in this sport. Then I will ask the judges, is anything that I need to change? And the reply was, don't change anything. And what separated me from the rest was my uniqueness. I'm the only one who dance. I don't pose, I dance. And it has become to the point that when I go to a competition, everybody's so excited. And I can't wait to see you tonight, because you bring life, you bring uniqueness. You are being yourself. So, and I'm saying all that because you need to really, um, when you socialize, it's a trade-off. Okay, there is a trade-off, and a lot of people are not conscious of the thing that you are giving up just to be social and to be accepted and to have the approval from everybody else. Let me give you another vignette. Years ago, uh, people will invite me to parties, dinners and this and that. And then I started bodybuilding. So my whole lifestyle changed. And then, of course, I wasn't drinking. I wasn't, not that I ever drank. I never liked drinking. Alcohol never had anything for me. But I didn't eat, and I went to bed early. By 9 o'clock, when everybody's coming to the party, I was leaving because I go to bed early. By 9 o'clock, I was leaving the party. So what was the price that I paid for not conforming to society? That the people stopped inviting me. Why? Because they will say Josefina doesn't eat and she doesn't drink. So people stop inviting me to events, social events. But that's the payoff. It's a payoff. It's a trade-off between being yourself, between honoring yourself, between having a good longevity, between the way of life that you have chosen, and be happy to pay that price. I'm very happy to pay that price. I don't miss it at all because being conformed by the world. What the Bible says? The Bible said, "Do not be conformed by the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind and your attitude." We have to renew our mind and we have to renew our attitude. Okay. And so what happened is you are molding, and sometimes you don't know it, but you are molded to the group thinking. Everybody thinks the same way. You are molded to think like everybody else. Example, after 40 years old, you cannot increase your muscle mass. After 50, you are an old person, you're good for nothing. That is being molded. It's a group thinking. I never bought this idea about age. And you know what? Probably why? Because my grandmother never celebrated her birthday. My mom, I didn't even know when my grandmother was born, or my mom. We never had birthday. These women then, my aunts, they lasted 100 years, 90 years. And these women never made an issue about ages and birthday or anything like that. So, of course, I was raised with that kind of mentality that age has nothing to do with anything that I want to do with my life. And then what happened, they conform you to a particular way of thinking, and you buy into it. And your coach bought into it. I have people who write to me saying, "Oh, Josefina, my coach said that I cannot increase muscle mass because in my 50. Can you believe that?" So the coach have bought into the belief system that after a certain age, you cannot increase your muscle mass. And now, if that is true, why do I increase my muscle mass? You can make a copy of that if you want to, here in YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And the doctors here in Instagram, Dr. Anti-Age, Anti-Vejez, or anti-aging, I sent you this a few months ago, one of my tests, and he came out with the result. My biological age is 35, between 30 and 35. My biological age. So what you have to be focusing right now is not on your chronological age. You have to focus in your biological age. How old are you biologically speaking? From now on, when people ask me, "How old are you?" my reply is going to be, my biological age is 30 to 35 years old, because that's the age that counts. The chronological age doesn't count, because you can be chronologically speaking 20 years old and drop dead from a heart attack because you didn't take care of yourself. And you can be in your 80s and in your 90s and having a full life and living life and being healthy and having great cholesterol and great movement and so on. So so what happened is, and then you develop an echo chamber. You keep repeating what you hear from somebody. And this is what happened, that you're not saying the thing that you learn from your critical thinking. A lot of the stuff why do you think I like to have a tape, whatever I'm doing in the social, in my platforms, on my YouTube channel? Because I never know what I'm going to say, because what I'm telling you is a critical thinking thought that pop in my head, that it has to do with critical thinking because you have to train yourself to have your own thought, to have your own thinking. Don't be repeating like a parrot, like if somebody said this and then you come out and say it, but you have no credential, no credentials in the sense of education, but you don't have no conviction in your own that this is the truth. What I tell you, when I talk about aging, when I talk about fitness, when I talk about spiritual development, I'm speaking from my heart, from my experience, from my own deduction, from my own thinking, from my own creativity. I don't come and start memorizing things from somebody else and come and repeat it to you like a parrot, which you can tell if I'm just repeating something that I don't believe, because people are not stupid. Okay? And this is another thing that happened, that they think that you are stupid, and I don't think so. I think you're very smart, you're very bright, and the only thing you have to start is taking the power back, more about your thinking and about the way you live your life. And the sad part is that it's not just normal and regular people, but you find this in science, you find this in academia, you find things in entrepreneurs, CEO, that they're just repeating some information, and you see it, and there is no soundness, it is no depth to their thought, because they're not original. They are copying somebody else, and somebody else has copied it from somebody else. No, very few people in this time are doing critical thinking. What they do is repeating information. The information I'm giving you about taking supplements or not taking supplements is by self-discovery, that I discover for me, not for you, but for me. And one of the reasons why people don't do that critical thinking, because it takes effort. It takes more effort to think creatively than to repeat what somebody else is saying. How many times people say, well, in the beginning, oh, can you give me a diet? Oh, can you give me a way of, I cannot give you a diet because you are totally different from me. You are totally different from me. Why? Why? Because people don't want to do that research, don't want to write down, okay, this supplement didn't agree with me. I got inflammation. I got a stomach ache. Or every time I eat cucumbers, it doesn't agree with me. Or every time I eat rice, my blood sugar goes up and goes down very fast. And then what happens when you do that? When you pay attention to your body, when you pay attention to your thoughts, when you pay attention to your mind, when you pay attention to your beingness, then what happens? You discover your own formula for success, whether it's in fitness, whether it's in your nutrition, whether it's in your spiritual reality, whether it's in your mind. But it's easier just to copy. Oh, give me something, give me a diet. And I will tell people, no, I can't. Okay, it's just like, what it works for me is not going to work for you. I eat oatmeal. You don't like oatmeal. Or you think oatmeal is bad for you. I eat fruits. People don't eat fruit because somebody said out there that fruits are bad for you. And that's the level of stupidity and the level of high. So what you find is high level of stupidity based on socialization and based on people not doing their own homework and not doing their own thinking. You have to start doing your thinking. So you have to start doing your thinking about your chronological age and your biological age. So I'm going to stop for a minute and see the comments and see what the questions. So one of the points also that I want to emphasize is about the group thinking. When and this is the thing, when you're in a group, I've never been a group person, and I'm not saying it's bad. Don't take it the wrong way. Socialization is good for your health, okay? But you have to know the perimeters. You have to do the limit. You have to do how far can you go. Yes, you have to have friends and you have to socialize and you have to do it. But you choose how you socialize, who you socialize with, what activities do you attend. Are those activities are going to be activities that are going to benefit me, or these activities that are going to, be a disorganized person with my life? And then, and sometimes, and these people are so good at it, and sometimes people confuse intelligence with manipulation. And then you find this a lot right now. It's like you think somebody is intelligent, and somebody say, because they're very successful, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and they selling this, and they making millions. And that's one thing, is to be intelligent and not what the point is, not to confuse intelligence with manipulation. With manipulation, you have to think about who is manipulating you. Are you choosing that product because you believe in it, because you have done the homework, because you use it and you see the results, you like the way you feel? Why do I drink coffee for my workout? Because I have 3 shots of espresso, and it gives me energy, like unbelievable energy. So that's my energy drink, my 3 shots of espresso with a little bit of regular coffee and a little bit of sugar, a little bit of half and half, and that's my energy drink. Pure caffeine. Why shall I take a energy drink, pre-workout energy drink, that have all bunch of combined chemicals, additive, preservative, and a little bit of caffeine? Please give me a break. Use your mind. Use your creativity. Use your thinking. Don't be thinking. Don't be doing the group thinking, because the whole society is doing it. You don't have to do it. Be yourself. What happens is, when you're really into this kind of following the crowd, or following what is it called? I don't follow anybody. I follow God. Okay. Uh, um, you um, you betray yourself. You know what happens when you are in social, your whole life is social life. Okay, you don't do anything by yourself. You don't spend time alone, and this is part of your development. You don't spend time alone. You always have to be with somebody. You always have to be in a group doing something. And then what happens is, one of the consequences of that is that you betray yourself, because you're doing things that you stop. You don't do the thing that you want to do, because you feel pressure from your peers, or from society, that you have to do this, and then you start betraying yourself. Don't betray yourself, because then also, what doesn't allow you, a lot of time when you're in a group setting and when you're following everybody else, you stop being authentic. Just number one, you betray yourself. Number two, you stop being authentic, and you have to have integrity within your own house. And all that, to do that, requires energy and effort. And it's easier to follow the herd. It's easy to follow the crowd. It's easy. Oh, give me an exercise to do. Give me a diet. You know what I mean? That's easy, because it doesn't require for you to think, for you to listen to your body and do your own thinking. You have to stop betraying yourself. You have to stop not being authentic, because what's the point? And to be authentic and not to betray yourself, that takes consciousness. You have to be conscious. And then a lot of time, we're doing things unconsciously. And why am I speaking about all this stuff when I'm supposed to be talking about chronological age and biological age? Because it's a mindset. Because you've been trained to believe that your chronological age is more important than your biological age. And all connects because it's a belief system. It's because you believe that age has something to do with your power. You don't believe that age doesn't have, that you are energy. That energy doesn't have age. Energy doesn't get old. So you have to stop. You have to stop and be get alone in your room. Spend some time with yourself every single day. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever time you have available, by yourself, in which you can connect, because that's part of the aging. That's part of your biological age. Your biological age starts from within. See, your chronological age, your physical body, your muscle, that is external. But what's going to make the difference in your telomeres at the cellular level is going to be what's within you. What Emerson said, that what lies within you is stronger and bigger than what lies ahead of you. It's a beautiful quote. Somebody can find it. But it's a beautiful quote. That's what is with it. That it is within you is bigger, greater that that was outside of you, ahead of you. So you get in your room and you start becoming, working, putting some effort, some consciousness, are you to become, because you are. This is nothing that you, something that is not in you. You already have original thinking. Be an original thinking. I have always been in my life an original thinker. I never follow the crowd. Never, because somebody is getting married at 20. I told my grandmother, not me. And all that you can find. Let me stop here for a minute, because you can find all that, my original thinking, in my book number one. My book number one. You get these books in Amazon. Vibrant at any age. Okay, so I have the 5 books, and you find them in Amazon. And it's the book number one is just the beginning of my 6 books. Book number 6 is coming out next month, to become an original thinker. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You don't need the approval of anybody. You don't need the approval of anybody, because when you are looking from the approval of anybody, you're looking to become, or to connect with a high level of stupidity. That's what you're becoming, stupid, dumb, because you stop doing your own thinking and you're following what everybody else is doing. And it doesn't work that way. What will make you happy, what will make you excited about your life, is when you reconnect with your real essence and you stop following what everybody else is doing. You do it because you find the truth for you. You find the truth for you. You want to know God, you go directly to God. If you want to know about longevity and healthy lifestyle, go into epic genetic, do some research, do some study. And I'm an educator. A lot of my background has to be in education. Well, my whole background is in education. And the supreme lesson of any education should be to be thinking for yourself. What is one of the objectives or purposes or goal of education? It should be that you think for yourself. My question is, are you thinking for yourself? Are you doing your own thinking? Or are you behaving and doing what society expects from you, although that's not what you want to do? That's a question for you to answer when you go into your room and you spend time with yourself. To think for yourself and to be yourself. So what we should be educated on is that to think for ourselves, but no, They don't want you to think for yourself because there is no money. If you are thinking for yourself, the supplements company are not making money on me because I'm thinking for myself. I don't take anything. I don't take any supplement. I don't take any collagen. I don't take a thing. Okay? Everything comes from my food. God made food. From God made food. What is in nature. So the whole thing here that you be thinking for yourself. So do you think that you're gonna put your health, your longevity, your rejuvenation, you're gonna put it in the hands of companies that are not for your health? This company are not promoting your health. They don't care about your health. They care about their bottom line, and you know what it is. So you're supposed to be thinking for yourself. You're supposed to be yourself. You're supposed to. But what happened is that's not promoted because it's dangerous. Because you're not consuming. You're not consuming. We are consumers. Something has flooded. Oh, this thing will make you to take cellulite away from you, and then you go buy this because you think the cellulite is gonna go away because you buy this. And that's what happened. We become socially stupid, socially dumb. That's the way it is. You see it. You see it. And that's the group thinking, the conformity. We become conform because everybody, like I said. Okay, let me move on. Okay. I'm going to stop here for a minute. My dad is 70 and believe it is all and to reverse. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, Ferry said my dad is 70 and believe he's old to reverse and to get back to no. He's right. He's right because he believes that. See, when you have a belief system, when you believe an idea, that idea is right for you because you believe it. He won't change that when see because he believes that it won't work. It won't work. The only way it will change if he change his thinking. You cannot plant bananas and grow mangoes. Asking within, so without. If you believe that you're too old, you're too old, you're dumb. Whether you think you can or can't, you're right. Henry Ford said that. Argue with your limitations and they are yours. Argue with your limitations and they are yours. Whether you think you can or can't, absolutely 100% right. So exactly, he's right. In my case, it's the opposite. I believe that I can increase my muscle mass, and you can make a copy here and show it to your dad. I can increase my muscle mass, and I'm 78 years old, and I did this test this week, Monday. You can copy, you can make a copy here and see the date, Monday, okay? So it's all about a mindset. It's a mindset. And he goes into the Bible, Proverbs 103, about rejuvenation and about having energy and about living life alone productive. And the Bible, spiritually speaking, doesn't talk about that you live a miserable, pathetic life. No, the opposite, prosperous, producing, or being productive. I mean, it's amazing. It's all a mindset. Can I see the, please? Yes, here. Thank you for the liking. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for sharing. Ok, vamos, let's see. La próxima semana es mi cumpleaños y le digo, yo no. Ok, Guillermina, amén, Beltrán, José está en el canal que no es. En el canal, estoy en el canal que no es. Yo siempre estoy en el canal que debo estar, papi. Tú eres el que estás en el canal que no es. I took exactly Ferry. Yeah, exactly Ferry. And he can read my book. My first book, Vibrant at any age, it is Vibrant, but it applies for everybody. It's just when did you start lifting? I started lifting when I was 59 years old. 59 years old. And then you find all that information about my beginning is right in my book number 1. So if you don't have book number 1, please get book number 1. En Spanish too. Yes. Yeah. En Spanish is grandiosa a cualquier edad. Let me show you that. Yeah, my books are in English and Spanish, okay? English and Spanish. Okay, let me see. I'm going to answer a few more questions and then give him her book. Yes, absolutely. Because, and this is one more thing that I'm going to tell you. The studies, the science is in his favor. No, not with a mentality, negative mentality. But in science, they take people in their 60s and their 70s and they start training, and immediately they see the results. They start looking younger, more energy, vitality. He's sabotaging himself. He's giving himself limitations that are not there. And eventually you will see it in the future. In the near future, you will see that people will be concerned with their biological age. 70 is nothing this time. Look at me in my 70s. Look at me in my 70s. I look at myself and I can't believe it. And I live with me. And I know what I do every single day. But it takes the determination mentally, you just have to be there. You have to be there in your head. You have to be in your head. You have to believe. When I'm training, I'm focusing in my muscle. If I'm doing bicep, I'm connected with my muscle. It's a conscious choice because the group thinking is unconscious. The group thinking like everybody else, that's unconscious thinking. The growth, the development, the working and developing your full potential at any age, it takes effort, it takes work. It's not easy, but it's possible. It is not easy, but it's possible because it takes discipline. It takes training every single day. It takes paying a coach if you need a coach. It takes investment, but that investment is in your longevity, in your health, and your vitality, and being productive, and being happy, and being healthy, and being excited about being alive at any age. Pow, I'm jamming. Mindset, Mariela. Yes, wow. Jacob, you gorgeous, strong queen. Yes, fairy. Yes, my doll. Okay. Tremendous. Okay. Let me see. We have any questions here? Gracias. Okay. Any question? Hello, doctora. Gracias. Joemi. Nice to see you. Got everybody. I don't see any question. Creatina, I tried. Yeah, exactly. Stephanie. The same with me. You said it. I don't mention any product because, I don't want any backlash, but it's exactly with me. Now, and I didn't feel anything like I feel strong and powerful. Yes. Exactly. And Stephanie, that's critical thinking for you. You know what I mean? And now, you know what will be the stupidity? The high, when you go into a high level of stupidity, Stephanie, when you find that it didn't work for you, but because everybody else is doing it, you keep doing it. And it bothers you, okay? And you keep doing it. And you keep wasting money. And it's not working for you. That is when they train you not to think for yourself. Oh, no, you need to take it. You need to take it. No, it hurts my stomach. I have inflammation. I don't feel any difference. Beautiful. I'm so glad for you, Stephanie. Good for you, baby. Good for you. I'm so happy for you. Amazing. Yeah, that's why we have to promote critical thinking. We have to promote, the mindset of the group, because that conforming to Maria, conforming to the world. Doctor, I want an appointment with you. How can I get it? My website. Go to my website. My website is right here in Instagram, Dr. Josefina, and I have session. You can sign for 1 hour. Uh, I think 1 hour in the beginning will be good. It's in there right there in my website. Once you make the payment, they inform me. I get an email, and then we set up the time, and we can do it on camera, and we can talk for 1 hour to see what is it that you need and if I can help you, and then we go from there. Okay. So yeah, so my website is drjosefina.com. drjosefina.com. Yeah, that will be awesome. I think it will be great. Yes, I do coaching, I do counseling, I guide people in how to live a prosperous, beautiful life. Hello, Queen Winner, Anna Osuna. Okay, so any other question? How long did it take you to start seeing results? That's a lousy question. They say there is no stupid or lousy question. This is a bad question because you can't start something thinking about how long is it gonna take, because it might take 6 months, it might take 5 years. What difference does it make? It takes the time it takes. What it takes is your commitment, your discipline, your determination, your perseverance. It doesn't matter because you're working on your health. Don't ask how long is it going to take. Well, it has taken me since 2005 to today. How many years is that? From 2005 to today. I think it's 19 years. It has taken me 19 years to look this good. 19 years. So when you go with a mentality, how long is it going to take? It's going to take the rest of your life because you in this for the rest of your life. We're talking about your health. This is nothing to play with. You're talking about longevity. You're talking about your independence, physically, emotionally, spiritually, independence. You're talking about wellness. So what difference does it make? How long is it going to take? I don't care how long is it going to take me. I keep doing it. I keep doing it. So do it. Don't wonder how long. Well, okay, so if I tell you it's going to take 6 months, it took me 6 months to go into my first show and to win my first show. But my coach trained me every single day hard. And it took me 6 months. I can tell you, 6 months. But the conditions in which I trained for 6 months was unbelievable, to the point I will cry some days. My coach will take me out in a golf cart around the gym, took me out because I was crying of the workout. So don't ask yourself how long it's going to take. It's going to take the rest of your life because this is a way of life. This is nothing that for a special occasion. Your whole life is a special occasion. Your whole life. I'm intense. Oh my God. Keep it. Keep doing it until that. Yeah. I'm intense. You guys might know I'm intense, okay? I'm not a wishy-washy. I'm not lukewarm. I'm not going to pamper you because you're going to get offended. I'm going to tell you the way it is, at least from my perspective. But I think I'm intense. Sometimes I can't stand myself. Love you, Dia Abundancia. Love you. Don't you think I'm intense? Thank you. Yes, I'm so glad. Yes, no, you are passionate. Yes, I agree. Yes, it's because, you know why? Because it's your life. This is serious business. This is your life. You know, you don't want to be in your 70s and be in a wheelchair and with a cane and with a walker and taking medications all day long and going to the doctor. You don't need to do that. That's a choice. That is a choice. You have a choice to work for the rest of your life in your independence and your longevity and getting every single day better, because that's the mantra. Determinar los planetas, thank you, my love. Okay? The mantra is to get better every single day. Your mantra should be every single day, I get better, better, and better in everything you do, because that's going to maintain you an amazing, and I talk about this in book number 2. It will, your cognitive power is going to carry you. You don't want to be having problem with your brain, because you all those illnesses that I'm not even going to honor by mentioning, but it's not necessary. Dios te bendiga siempre, my love. Carmen, I love you. Thank you for the blessings. Okay? So my book number, you need to get all my books. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 6 is coming next month. But I'll let you know when it's out. Okay? You need to get my books and you need to study. You need to read my books. And then after you read my books, you study my books. After you study the books, you start applying the information. And the application of the information is when you get your transformation. And the application of the information is where you get the transformation. You're not going to get transformed if you don't apply the information, if you don't practice. What good is it going to do to me if I have my Bible and I read it every day and I can recite to you the verse, but I don't apply it? I have to be it. You have to be it. How long does it take a test if you don't? How to get a body test if you don't go to the gym? No entiendo. I don't understand the question. I don't know. If you don't go to the gym, how to do this test? I have no clue. I mean, you can Google InBody and see in your area where do they have it. I don't understand the question, but I'm assuming that you want this test, and then you can Google InBody and see in your area where they have the machine. Where to find it? Yeah, Google it. Where to find the test? Google it. Because they have it in some gym, they do. Okay. Yes, yeah. Some of my clients, what they done, they Google it and they find that they have it in a pharmacy or in an office, in a doctor's office. So, yes. Thank you for following. Thank you so much. Hola, Rosa Rubio. Hola. Hello, hello. Okay. Thank you so much. Any other questions before we go? Okay, anything that you want me to answer, I am going to buy your book. Yes, you better buy it. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Absolutely. It's an investment. It's an investment. And then you study, apply it, and you will see the result. Also, with the books, come to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I have videos that go along with the book. So if you're studying, if you're reading, let me see, you're reading in the book, you are in sleep. And then you go in my YouTube channel, look at some of my videos about sleep. And then you can, where I talk about sleeping, how important it is, da, 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 da. So the combination between the YouTube channels and my books are an amazing, awesome combination. Very inexpensive and doable. And it's something practical. It's something that everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. The same thing that anybody can look younger every single day. But you have to start somewhere. Everybody can look younger. but you have to start today. Oh, yeah, well, that's what I got. The first thing happening in the book. The words that you find here in the book. So, anybody can look younger, but you have to start somewhere, and you start today. So, to stop postponing, because between success and failure is a space between there that is called procrastination. Procrastination. You mañana, tomorrow. No, no, there is no mañana, there is no tomorrow. It's only today. Today. And even God talks about that. In the Bible, you don't find anything that says today, tomorrow. It's always today. Today. Thank you, Marta, for following. Yes, I feel more energy. Yes. Thank you, Melinda. Yes. How to stop procrastination. I'm going to answer this and we go. Hello, Josefina, dice Diana. How to stop procrastination. This is a good point. Yes, the way you stop procrastination is to try to do the thing that you don't want to do. Okay? To stop procrastination, you have to stop trying to convince yourself that you want to do something that you don't want to do. You're going to procrastinate because you don't want to do it. The only way you don't procrastinate is because the thing that you have ahead of you that you love to do, you don't procrastinate that, right? Look at about the thing that you don't procrastinate, or either the thing that you've been forced by obligation, like going to work. If you don't go to work, you get fired. So you go to work, okay? But you don't go into work because you love your job. You're going to work because the consequences of not going to work is you get fired. And if you get fired, you don't get paid. And if you don't get paid, you don't pay your rent. And you don't pay your rent, you're out in the street. Okay? So you have consequences of that. Okay, so you have to go into your room, you do some critical thinking. What is it, the thing that you are procrastinating? What are the things that you're putting off? You're putting it off because you don't want to do it. And you got to be honest with yourself. I don't want to do it. I don't want to wash my dishes. So find somebody who helps you to wash the dishes. Or I told you this story about my friend Mary. I have to study. I have to study. I have to study. And then I go back into her room, and where's Mary? Sleeping. Mary didn't have to study. She went to sleep because she procrastinated. So she didn't want to go to sleep. She didn't want to study. So procrastination is you do something else. You go to sleep. You look for something else to do. Every time that you don't want to do something, you find something else to do. And the way to avoid procrastination is to stop convincing yourself that this is what you want to do when you reality don't want to do it, because you don't see any pay value. You have to ask yourself, what's in it for me? Okay, if I go to the gym, what's in it for me? Oh, I have independence. I have my health. I have vitality. I have energy. I look younger. Oh, wow. I'm not going to give it up. I'm not going to procrastinate on that, right? So you have to look to stop procrastination. Look for the pay value. What's in it for you? When you find what's in it for you, and if that's what you value, it has to do with your value system. It has to do with what you want to achieve in life. It has to do with your preference, especially your value system. If you value health, you're going to do something about it. Tengo que estudiar inglés, así que estoy acá. Yeah, you're welcome, Elena. What time you get ready? I'm always ready. I don't have time for, I'm always ready. I'm always ready because I don't procrastinate. I don't procrastinate. I do everything that has to be done in a timely manner. I'm always ready. You will never wait for me. Look, I started blogging today. I supposed to start at 1 o'clock. I was ready about 20 minutes of 1, so I started earlier because I'm always ready. Be the type of person that don't be the type of person that the life come knocking at the door and you say to life and the opportunity, oh, wait, I'm not ready for it. I have to lose 20 pounds. Okay? No, be ready. Thank you, Mario. Amazing. Thank you, Carol. Okay. So be ready. Be ready, because a lot of people lose opportunities in this beautiful life because you're not ready. Oh, I used to get, no anymore. People will say, oh, doctora, can you give me a diet, a nutrition plan to lose 20 pounds or 40 pounds because my son is getting married? Why? Why do you have to wait for your son to get married to lose 20 or to put yourself in shape? You be in shape now. Be ready now. I'm always ready. You're never going to wait for me. The opportunities are not going to be waiting for me. I'm embracing them. I'm taking them now. When they call me from America Got Talent twice I was ready. To do what? No idea. But they called me and I went. Steve Harvey the same way. They call me, I'm ready because I'm not going to tell them, oh, wait, I'm not ready. What am I going to do? I told them American Got Talent. I told them, what do you want me to do? I don't sing. I don't dance. I don't do trick. I don't do magic. And they said to me, we just want you there. Okay, fine. I'm ready. You know what I mean? So be ready because life gives you, very few times, life gives you a second chance. When the opportunity comes knocking at the door, say, I'm here. I'm ready. When God calls somebody, what was it? Or Samuel. When God will go, Samuel, here I am. Or what Samuel? Or Isaiah. The Lord is calling and he said, here I am, Lord. God calls me and I say, here I am. What do you want me to do today? And this is exactly what I do every single morning. What do you want me to do today? I'm ready. Pow. Right, Mario? You have to be ready. You're never gonna wait for me. It never happened. Okay, Samuel, yes, here I am. Yes, and that's why what the teacher said to him, say, here I am, Lord. Buenas tardes, saludos, hello. We are in English today. Estamos en inglés hoy. Okay, are we ready to go? I love you guys. It has been fabulous. It has been amazing. So I hope you get a good takeaway from this lecture today about do your own thinking. Don't be molded by the stupidity of the group thinking. Do your own thinking. When something in your heart, your intuition tells you, I don't like that person, and you don't know why, because you don't know that person. That person has done nothing to you, but you say something about that person that you don't like. Stay with your feeling. I tell you, I have amazing people that I didn't like years and years ago. Now it's coming out all the bad stuff that they do, the perversion, and I'm saying, oh my God, now that's why I don't like. I didn't never like that person. I never cared for that person. That person, I could not drink their Kool-Aid, you know. So honor yourself. Honor yourself. Honor yourself. Remember that one of the purpose of education is for to do your own thinking and to like yourself. Okay. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Yes, have a great weekend, everybody. I love you. Ciao. Remember, this video is in my YouTube channel. Okay, you can watch it anytime you want. Okay, I love you and see you next week, God willing. Okay, I love you. Let's end here in my beautiful YouTube and